Happening now, free school meals for all students at Bemus Point schools. And the Pills Act hopes to boost U.S. generic medicine production. Plus, a bipartisan letter urges the FAA to close safety loopholes in airline regulations.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
Thank you for joining us at West New York News Now. I'm Lee Kane Jr. Those stories and more are coming up, but first, the Jamestown High School Parent-Teacher Organization is proud to announce its October Spotlight students. For 9th grade, there's Araceli DiNapoli, who's a kind and motivated freshman who is always willing to escort students around the building who may not know their way. She attended the 9th grade orientation this past summer and became very familiar with the high school. For 10th grade, there's Zane Ellifritz, who's a sophomore and who is a great role model for his peers in English class. He participates, works hard, and is a fun student to be around. For 11th grade, there's Gavin Maggio, who's a junior and who can always be counted on to do the right thing. He's kind, helpful, responsible, and enthusiastic. And in 12th grade, there's Anthony Rodriguez Jr., who's a senior and who is a great student that plays for their JV basketball team. Anthony's very respectful to all his peers at JHS. A partnership with local businesses, Spotlight students are recognized by the PTO for academic and community achievements. Students can be nominated by any JHS staff member and anonymously reviewed during monthly PTO meetings. Any students in good standing with attendance and academics are eligible. One student from each grade level is chosen. The winners receive gift cards and certificates to local establishments. The JHS PTO would like to thank Crown Street Roasting, Hotspot Cafe, Labyrinth Press Company, and Tim Hortons for their partnership. As WNY News Now continues, free school meals for all students at Bemus Point schools. And later, Pills Act hopes to boost U.S. generic medicine production. Stay with us as WNY News Now will be right back.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
In a significant move to enhance students' well-being and access to nutritious meals, the Bemus Point Central School District is delighted to announce that all students attending Bemus Point Elementary School and Maple Grove Junior/Senior High School will have the opportunity to enjoy free breakfast and lunch at the school starting on November 1st, 2023. This landmark initiative is made possible through the expansion of the Community Eligibility Provision, CEP, by the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA. The CEP extends access to free meals for eligible schools participating in the National School Lunch and School Breakfast programs, ensuring that students can now benefit from this invaluable offering. Under this program, every student will be eligible to receive one free breakfast and one free lunch meal each school day. For those desiring additional meal items beyond the standard offerings, a fee will apply. To streamline the payment process for these supplementary choices, the district will continue to offer the My School Bucks program. The school district is actively encouraging all students to take full advantage of this newfound opportunity to enjoy nutritious meals. Detailed cafeteria menus displaying the diverse and appetizing options available can be accessed on the district's official website, www.bemusptcsd.org. Alternatively, parents and guardians can request menu information by reaching out to their child's respective building office. Should you have any inquiries or require further information regarding this initiative, please do not hesitate to contact the Bemus Point Central School District at 716-386-2375. Well, in other news, in an effort to reinvigorate the production of generic medicines within the United States, Congresswoman Claudia Tenney, who represents New York's 24th Congressional District, has introduced the Pills Act. This legislation seeks to address a trend in the pharmaceutical industry, which has seen the majority of generic medicine production move overseas, predominantly to India and China. The primary reason behind this shift is the significantly lower production costs abroad. However, this relocation raises serious concerns regarding the quality and safety of these medicines and the vulnerability of the supply chain. The Pills Act offers pharmaceutical companies a range of tax incentives designed to encourage the complete relocation of generic medicine production processes from material sourcing to testing to U.S. facilities. The ultimate goal is to rebuild the domestic pharmaceutical supply chain, safeguard medicine quality, and create jobs within the United States. Congresswoman Tenney explained the urgency behind the legislation. In recent years, drug manufacturing has shifted away from the United States, threatening American jobs and the security of our vital medicine supply chains. To bolster domestic generic medicine production and guard against future supply chain disruptions, I introduced the Pills Act to incentivize businesses to produce these important pharmaceutical products in the United States. This legislation is a crucial step to not only reshore drug production, but also to strengthen our domestic supply chains and create American manufacturing jobs. Support for the Pills Act has been strong, with advocates emphasizing the urgent need to rectify the current situation. Zach Model, chairman of the Coalition for a Prosperous America, highlighted the pressing nature of the issue. The Pills Act is an incredibly important bill that would create massive incentives to strategically reshore U.S. domestic production of generic medicines. Our country is facing a national health care crisis due to ongoing and worsening shortages of essential life-saving generic drugs, which account for roughly 90% of all prescriptions dispensed in the U.S. Currently, the U.S. is dangerously dependent on foreign manufacturers, particularly in India and China, for essential life-saving generic medicines. Since 2002, imports from India have increased 35 times, while the floodgates have opened to allow imports from China to reach an astounding 165 times their 2002 levels. This should sound alarm bells through Washington and highlight the need to pass the Pills Act in order to address the shortage crisis and rebuild America's domestic production of generics, antibiotics, and other key medicines. The Pills Act represents a step towards ensuring the United States can maintain a reliable supply of generic medicines, protect medicine quality, and boost the domestic pharmaceutical manufacturing industry. In other news, and a concerning development, the Wellsville wastewater treatment plant has issued a notification regarding a sewage overflow incident at their wastewater treatment plant in Wellsville, New York. The incident, which occurred on October 30th, 2023, has raised concerns about potential environmental impacts on the Genesee River. The discharge location of this incident is reported as 152 Bolivar Road in Wellsville, New York, at the wastewater treatment plant. The affected water body is the Genesee River. The discharge, which lasted for approximately 1 hour, was the result of partially treated sewage overflowing from the primary settling tanks and flowing into the nearest storm drain. Wellsville has cited weather conditions as a contributing factor to the overflow. Additionally, the main sewage pump level controller failed during the incident, further exacerbating the situation. These combined factors led to the release of sewage into the environment. Prompt action was taken to address the discharge. Plant operators manually increased the pump speed to bring the sewage level back to normal, minimizing the extent of the overflow. While steps were taken to mitigate the situation, concerns remain about the potential impact on the Genesee River and surrounding areas. The estimated volume of discharged sewage is approximately 10,000 gallons, though the potential impact on public areas remains unknown. It's crucial to note that the discharged sewage was only partially treated and lacked disinfection, raising concerns about water quality and environmental implications. This incident serves as a reminder of the importance of proper sewage infrastructure maintenance and the need for continued vigilance to prevent pollution of our waterways. Authorities are closely monitoring the situation, and further actions may be taken to address any environmental consequences. Residents and environmental authorities in the area are urged to remain vigilant and stay informed as the situation develops. Efforts are ongoing to minimize the environmental impact and prevent such incidents in the future. Well, coming up next, a bipartisan letter urges the FAA to close safety loopholes in airline regulations. But first, we return with a look at our full weather forecast.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Fast, accurate, and everyday. First Defense weather.
Welcome back to WNY News Now. Well, we woke up to our first snowfall of the season. Here are some of the snowfall reports from the past 24 hours from western New York and northwestern Pennsylvania. Hamburg and Erie County just under 5 inches of snow at 4.9. Both Fredonia and Cassadaga and Chautauqua County at 3 inches of snow. The Erie International Airport in Erie, Pennsylvania at 2.3 inches of snow. Mayville just under an inch of snow. And Randolph in Cattaraugus County 1/2 inch of snow. A sure sign that winter is on the way with our first snowfall of the season. Another sign that winter is on the way is the changing back of the clocks, which comes up this Saturday as daylight savings time comes to an end. So before you go to bed Saturday night, turn those clocks back an hour if they don't already automatically do it. So when you wake up Sunday morning, our new sunrise is at 6:54 in the morning. And the new sunset comes up at 5:06 p.m. in the afternoon, and it will continue to get darker and darker up until the winter solstice, and then after that we'll slowly begin to start gaining daylight. Besides changing the clocks back, make sure you change the batteries in your smoke detectors and NOAA weather radios as well. Almanac for today made it to a high of 38 degrees yesterday in the city of Jamestown. Our low was 29. The records for today, 80 set back in 1950. The record low was 16 set back in 1983. Future scan through the overnight hours tonight. Light lake effect snow showers will continue across the southern tier and southern Erie County. Maybe another couple inches of snow tonight across the higher hilltops, the Chautauqua Ridge as high pressure begins to build in tomorrow. That will push that band up to the Buffalo Metro, where it will weaken throughout the day. Outside of that band, it will be generally partly to mostly sunny skies tomorrow afternoon, with partly to mostly cloudy skies continuing Thursday night into the day on Friday. Maybe some more cloud cover on Friday, but it looks like Friday will be mainly dry as well. Here's your forecast for tomorrow. Then partly sunny skies. Any lake effect will shift north, and then throughout the afternoon leading to partly sunny skies. A little bit warmer tomorrow. Highs tomorrow range from the mid to the upper 40s with a southwest wind of 10 to 15 miles per hour. The rest of that 7-day outlook powered by Ultimate Solutions, so we should stay mainly dry outside that weakening lake effect band tomorrow. Temperatures back in the upper 40s to lower 50s for Friday and Saturday. Saturday is looking mainly dry, although more clouds around, and then we'll bring in another system sometime Sunday and early next week, which will bring more rain showers to the region. And then after that, it looks like we'll cool off once again back down into the 30s and lower 40s by the middle of next week. And by the end of next week, it looks like we'll have to be dealing with more snow across the region.
Andrew, thank you. Well, in a significant bipartisan effort, Congressman Nick Langworthy, who represents New York's 23rd Congressional District, accompanied by Congressman Brian Higgins, who represents New York's 26th District, and Jake Ellzey, who represents Texas's 6th District, has taken a stand against a concerning loophole in federal aviation regulations that allows certain passenger airlines to operate under lower safety standards while being categorized as public charters. These operations skirt crew rest requirements, pilot training standards, and maintenance regulations that are typically mandated for passenger airlines, even when they operate the same type of aircraft. The trio of congressmen has penned a letter addressed to the Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, in response to the agency's notice of intent to revise rules that govern these potentially unsafe practices. The letter emphasizes the need for a uniform and elevated safety standard for all scheduled passenger airlines. Unfortunately, a loophole in existing federal aviation regulations enables some passenger airlines to operate scheduled service under lower safety standards as public charters. These are not traditional charter operators. Travelers who book tickets on these airlines may not be aware of the FAA's bifurcated safety rules, which allow these operations without the same crew rest requirements, pilot training and experience standards, or flight dispatch and maintenance requirements that most other airlines must follow, even when operating the same type of aircraft, the members wrote. The letter further underscores the importance of setting consistent standards in the aviation industry, ensuring that once safety and security regulations are established, they apply equally to all scheduled passenger airlines. Congressman Langworthy, who has been a vocal advocate for aviation safety, recently played a pivotal role in amending this year's FAA reauthorization legislation, H.R. 3935. This amendment was designed to maintain pilot training hours following the tragic crash of Colgan Air Flight 2407 in Clarence, New York, demonstrating his commitment to bolstering aviation safety standards. The letter to the FAA, which has received support from 53 members of Congress, showcases the bipartisan unity behind this critical issue. Well, coming up next, local manufacturer Artone LLC prepares to celebrate 50 years of excellence in Jamestown.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
If you want to speak truth to the masses, make it funny for the classes.
Hi everyone, Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
In the heart of Jamestown, New York, Artone LLC, located at 1089 Allen Street, is gearing up for a milestone celebration. Established in 1974, the company is on the cusp of reaching its 50th anniversary in 2024. Our 350 series takes a closer look at this local success story and its lasting impact on the world. Artone's president and co-owner, Michael Calamari, graciously opened the doors of the facility to Western New York News Now, providing insight into the company's history and its unwavering commitment to quality and service. While Artone initially served various industries, including retail, hospitals, and hotels, the company made a strategic decision to focus exclusively on hotel furnishings, a move aimed at fostering growth and delivering unparalleled service.
You know, as we're approaching 50 years old next year, 2024, we incorporated in 1974. So in that 50 years, we've really been a manufacturing for different industries. Retail store fixture industries, healthcare, office, and others. It was about, I'm going to say about 10 years ago is when we decided as a company that we really wanted to laser focus our sales and marketing and dollars into the hotel market because we really enjoy it.
Their specialization lies in producing case goods such as nightstands, vanities, cabinets, and TV stands, alongside other furniture like bed frames and headboards, catering to their hotel industry clientele.
Artone focuses on making what we call, in our industry, call case goods. It's basically furniture for the guest rooms for hotels. So, for instance, if you walk into a guest room, you will see nightstands, headboards, dressers, vanities, TV cabinets, things of that sort, closets, things of that sort. That's what we do here at Artone for various hotel chains and various hotel brands.
While Artone offers a range of products, including quartz and solid surface countertops, it's important to note that these products are sourced from third-party vendors, not manufactured in-house. Artone employs a wide variety of materials in their manufacturing process, from veneers and laminates to solid wood and metals.
The materials we use are mainly, they can be anywhere from veneers to laminates to solid woods. We incorporate metal into our products. We recently started our own little metal shop on the factory floor to subsidize some of the metal needs. We incorporate quartz, top surfaces, for instance, solid surface, all different materials. We're not vertically integrated in a sense. We don't manufacture our own quartz. We buy that as a buyout item. Same thing with upholstery. We have upholstery. Things like headboards. You probably notice a lot of hotels have upholstered headboards. We do that here. So that's basically what we do.
Notably, the company has expanded its capabilities by incorporating a metal shop within the factory, further enhancing their self-sufficiency. Artone's reach extends beyond local boundaries, with projects completed in South America and Europe. However, Mr. Calamari emphasized that their primary focus remains on serving the United States and Canada. The company classifies its product offerings in 3 distinct categories. There's brand work. This category involves repetitive work for major hotel chains such as Marriott, Hampton Inn, and Town Place Suites. These projects are tailored to ensure uniformity across every location within the brand, ensuring guests experience consistent quality and reliability system-wide.
Brand work will be hotel chains. Our latest right now is Marriott Town Place Suites, for instance. We manufacture the furniture for Town Place Suites for anybody in the country that's either renovating one or building one.
There's boutique. Artone also caters to higher-end venues like casinos, including the Seneca casinos in Salamanca and Niagara. In these settings, Artone crafts unique, non-replicable furniture to create a distinctive ambience that aligns with each casino's individual identity.
Boutique work is going to be higher end, and boutique means that we would make the furniture for that hotel and most likely never make it again. A good example of that are casino work. Casinos have their own designs, their own interior design, and you don't go from one casino to another and it's the same. They're all different. So when we get a casino project or a boutique, it could be a no-name hotel. We manufacture, work with designers and architects manufacture for that building. A lot of the local casinos around the Senecas, the one in Niagara Falls, the one in Salamanca, that's all down here. We recently completed a casino in Pittsburgh called the Landing, another casino in Syracuse. We're looking and are hopeful to get the contract for the renovation for Turning Stone right outside of Syracuse. So that we would call our boutique.
And then there's product line. In this category, Artone collaborates with independently owned and operated hotels. These establishments have the flexibility to work with Artone to design a custom look that suits their specific needs, allowing for a more personalized approach.
The last of the 3 is what we would call our own product line. So that's going to be furniture that Artone designs. It'll be like a good, better, best. And that is for what we would call the independent hotel owner, where an independent may have, ABC hotel, and it's not associated with any brands. It's just they're owned by a family or whatever. Those individuals are not bound by any designer or any brand to use their designs, so they come to us where we have something already packaged that they can buy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really
So our range is quite wide.
Currently, Artone employs approximately 100 people, with 2022 witnessing a net growth of 15 jobs. Mr. Calamari highlighted the Artone Development Program, which provides employees with a clear career growth path, emphasizing the company's commitment to its workforce.
As we all know, it's been very tough to find people, good people, that are willing to do what it takes. So we recently put in what we call an ADP program, an Artone Development Program, to show our people we're not. This isn't just a job. This is a career, and we give them the path on how to grow themselves and truly make a career out of it.
He expressed profound gratitude to the local community for their unwavering support over the past 5 decades, emphasizing that Artone's success would not have been possible without the hard-working people of the area.
In our 50-year history, I want to certainly thank the whole community, all the politicians and the banks and the IDAs of the world for really helping Artone through those years. There's been years we've struggled like every other company. But we managed to get through it with a lot of help from the community and everyone involved, including our employees. So we certainly didn't do this ourselves. Lots of support, and it's great to be in Jamestown.
He lauded the workforce as individuals who take pride not only in their work, but also in their community. While the details of the 50th anniversary celebration remain uncertain, Artone plans to commemorate this significant milestone with the Summer Bash. WNY News Now will keep you updated on the party details as they emerge, and we join Artone LLC in celebrating 50 years of excellence in Jamestown. Well, that's going to be it for us today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com and on our mobile app. You can download it today for free in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. We're also on Channel 716 on Roku and at Channel716.com. Thank you for watching.